Nuclear energy is back in the spotlight. It's clean, powerful, and, unlike wind or solar, it doesn't depend on the weather. But one big question keeps propping up. What about the waste? Is it dangerous? And where does it all go? Let's break it down. What is nuclear waste? Nuclear waste mostly comes from used fuel rods in reactors. These rods stay highly radioactive for thousands of years after being used. Sounds scary. It is, but only if mishandled. Step 1. Cooling the water pools. Right after use, fuel rods are placed in deep pools of water at the nuclear plant. Why? The water cools them and acts as a powerful shield against radiation. They stay here for 5 to 10 years. Step 2. Dry cask storage. Once cool enough, the rods are sealed in a dry cask. Think steel and concrete containers. These can safely store the waste for decades, some for over 100 years. They don't leak, they don't glow, and no, they're not stacked behind the plant like soda cans. Step 3. Long-term storage plans. This is where it gets interesting. Several countries are building deep underground repositories, stable rock formations hundreds of meters below ground. The most advanced one? Finland's Onkola project, designed to store nuclear waste safely for 100,000 years. How harmful is it? Very, if released. But here's the key. Nuclear waste is not released into the environment. It's stored, monitored, and accounted for. To date, no civilian deaths have occurred from nuclear waste storage in countries that follow safety regulations. How much waste are we talking about? Not as much as you'd think. A lifetime's worth of nuclear energy for one person produces about a soda can's worth of high-level waste. Compare that to coal, which creates tons of air pollution and ash for the same amount of energy. Can it be reused or recycled? Yes, and that's already happening. Countries like France reprocess spent fuel to reuse materials and reduce waste volume. Newer reactors, known as Generation 4, are being designed to use existing waste as fuel. That's like burning yesterday's trash to power tomorrow's cities. What's the real problem then? It's not technology, it's politics. People don't want nuclear waste site near their homes, even if they're scientifically proven to be safe. It's the classic, not in my backyard issue. Final thoughts. Is it a deal breaker? No. Nuclear waste is dangerous, but also manageable. It's stored securely with better long-term plans than most other industrial waste. And unlike fossil fuels, nuclear power doesn't pollute the air or warm the planet. Stay safe, stay secure, and remember that in a world racing to cut carbon, nuclear deserves a second look, waste and all. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for reading, watching, and listening.